So am I to understand that when the tough gets going, so does Mendeecees? He talk a good game and then gone. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 10, episode 6. Mendeecees. I don't know how to feel about you. Like, Mendeecees is keeping up a lot of this is what I want, this is what I want, this is what I want. And then, I don't know. I don't know. I'm at a strange place with Mendeecees. Anyway, we got Mendeecees and Yandy sitting there talking, and he decided, not Yandy, he decided she can't stay here. She needs to get an apartment. We're going to get her an apartment. Give her a couple of months, and then she's going to have to get her a job and take her. She's done, basically. She's aged out of the system. She's 19, and it's time for her to go. Now, my only problem with them, they're sending mixed messages. We've been going through this since this came back on. The constant apologies for the same issue. That stuff is all an issue for me. Like, that would be triggering to me. I keep apologizing over and over and over for the same thing. You saying you accept the apology. So if you accept the apology, why is it necessary to keep apologizing and you keep bringing it up? That's what the apology's for, right? So that's why I don't get into the apology thing. Either we're going to move on or we're not going to move on. But all this, no. Mixed messages. Anyway. And then I didn't even realize they had really moved her into the house. Like, she's in the house. She has a bedroom and the whole 9 yards. She's in the house. Now you're telling her to get out. And wondering, is it going to trigger her abandonment issues? What do you think? What do you think? And the truth of the matter is, I mean, yeah, she's aged out. So, I mean, you're no longer really a foster child. You're a young adult. And it is probably time for you to move on. But again, being a foster child, coming through the foster system, everything don't always run like that for everybody. Some people need longer. I think even with your own kids, even with children who are not, they didn't come through a foster situation. Everybody ain't ready to be on their own at 18 or 19 years old. Some kids actually take longer. So, I don't know, it's just weird. And it's really Mendeecees. I'm only really hearing the problem from Mendeecees. And Yandy is just stuck to do what Mendeecees wants her to do. And I don't know, it's just weird. Anyway, they have this birthday boat party for Carly. And then they're over on a boat on Lake, Lake Lanier. It's kind of like a Bermuda Triangle up in Atlanta. They're like, oh yeah, a lot of people just disappear. Like, so why do y'all want to go there? Weird. I was like, okay, whatever. But they're having this little thing. Carly's daughter, Jasmine's there. She really looks exactly like Carly. Exactly like Carly. That's the girl, look. If you ain't get none of that work done, look what you would look like. No shade, but shade, honey. Yandy was sitting talking to Kendra and Sierra. And she was asking them, she was telling them what was going on. And asking them, am I wrong for basically wanting her out of the house? And Sierra, because Sierra's come from that background of actually being thrown out, and being forced to fend for herself early on. Sierra told her, yes, kinda, but you're human. You're human. Understand how y'all got here. But yeah, it could really be a problem. Um, so I'm like, I can see Yandy was really conflicted. She's conflicted. And again, Yandy knows Infinity. Mendeecees don't really know Infinity all like that. So you know what you're going to have to deal with. Anyway, there was a situation where Jasmine actually spoke with Lamar, basically just to kind of get a feel for his relationship with Carly, especially with her just coming up out of that whole situation with Mo, which was terrible. Spice and Yandy actually had a conversation about it, and Spice was questioning Carly's whole need to always have a man. Why is it that you can't work on yourself without always being underneath a man? And she's like wondering, is this just another one of those situations? She need a break. Everything she went through, she probably needs a break. And Spice is just not being nosy, but really concerned, because they did walk with her, through a lot of that stuff. Spice did. Anyway, Mendeecees and Yandy was another thing that Spice and Yandy talked about. This whole thing with them being on the other television show and him stating that he wouldn't hold her down. If she went to jail like that, like he did, he probably wouldn't hold her down. Now, I didn't actually watch the other show, but of course I heard about that little situation because it blew up on social media and people were dragging Mendeecees for it, literally dragging him. Yeah, you think? Because she did actually hold you down, and it says a lot about your character. But we see it, like we're starting to like it. They did what happened on the show. Like I said, it blew up on social media, and it seemed to die down. But now, with some of how he's moving, I think he was just really honest, and I don't think he does have that type of staying power. I really don't. I don't feel that their relationship just seems like this to me. I don't think he has that staying power. Um, Mendeecees is a little self-centered, a little bit. It's what he wants. It's about the vision he has for what's going on, and Yandy kind of dances to it a little bit, it seems. But whatever. It is what it is. If she like it, I love it, y'all. Let's go over Rasheeda's. Honey. Rasheeda having a little cookout. Listen, let me tell you, right from the door, I ain't ready to go do no whole bunch on this. But Rasheeda, her sister Booby, and her two daughters, baby, they are full of wants, needs, lies, excuses, and that crying shit gotta go. I listen, Kirk. You could tell Kirk is like up to here with it over the years, and he was trying to stay quiet. He really was. But them people are ridiculous. Miss Shirlane ain't got no patience for it at all. Rasheeda has about that much. But I looked at them, I said, I wouldn't be bothered with them at all. When the daughter started that one truck, got to crying, I said, girl, if you don't shut up. Excuses, lies, needs, and wants, honey. Anybody got time for it? That was a mess. Rasheeda got her hands full with them. But I was like, oh, interesting. Later on, we seen Carly and Jasmine, and they had a little talk, and Carly actually spoke to Jasmine about, she was explaining why she actually was kind of raised by Carly's mom, and that kind of thing. And uh, Jasmine took it real well and was like, it is what it is. And she apologized to Carly for not being there through the breakup with Mo as much as she felt like she should. Sweetie, that ain't even your issue. She's your mother. She's not your best friend. But they seem to be having more of they're building more of like a sistership than a mother-daughtership. Because she called Carly's mom mama. So I'm like, yeah, their relationship is more like sisters than mother-daughter. And I think that's what they got, and that's what's working for them. But I'm like, yeah, she's your mother. She's not your sister. So you didn't have to be there for her with her situation with Mo, honey. But, whatever. Y'all do what y'all do. So far as mom, okay. going through mama with the heels and the little dress. I said, check her out, baby. She came up through there. Now, Safari, you need to do something with mama's wig. I've been trying. I was nice. I didn't say nothing last week. Too much. I didn't say not much. You know, I didn't. But no, what we're not going to do is Safari's mom keeps showing up every week with raggedy wigs on. That wig is raggedy. I said it. I said it. Safari is very meticulous about his look. And for you to have your mother on here with that raggedy wig on, no, Safari, I ain't going for it. That wig is trash. It's trash. She a cute dress, cute shoe. Mama built all that. But Mama wig gotta go. She had on Mama Payne's wig. I was like, that wig is trash. And you sit up there, even Erica. Y'all are close enough where Mama ain't got no business sit up there with Mama Payne's wig on. That wig was terrible. Terrible, terrible, terrible. Terrible. It was horrible. Anyway, so they need to get that together. But his mom has some real straight up talk with Erica. Erica actually shared, you know, her appreciation for Safari's mom and everything. And she told her, you know, you have the choice to leave or to stay. And I definitely hope you stay and y'all can work it out and, you know, become, you know, married people like you should be and make this thing work. Erica opened up about the absence of her mom. How she said, you know, she basically financially takes care of her mom, but she hasn't seen, you know, been around her mom because her mother's going through depression and she has some real issues going on. So she's just telling her that she appreciates her and the love that she gets from her and everything, guidance that she's getting from her in her mom's absence. So that was cool. That was really, really cool. Touching little scene. Then we have Infinity and Yandy and Mendeecees sit down and they go ahead and they tell her. And like I said, I'm sitting there and I was like, okay, she's literally fully moved in. I wasn't even aware that she actually had moved in like this. Got her own bedroom and all of this stuff. And she seemed very happy. Nothing seems to be a problem other than it seems like Mendeecees wants her out. And it's Mendeecees. It's not Yandy. It's Mendeecees. You know, and then Yandy got to do whatever Mendeecees wants. So it is what it is. And he sat and told her, well, we're going to do this together. We're going to go to... Soon as they were expecting her to like push back, get smarter, she ain't even on none of that. She ain't on none of that. And when she started crying, Mendeecees got his ass up and dashed. I said, where you going? I said, Yandy. See, and it took me right back to, yeah, you ain't look at you ain't holding her down in this that's going on right here in the house that you started. You started this. And this whole thing and about putting her out, and this was all your decision, all your idea. And as soon as she dropped a tear, you flying out of here because it was going to be easy. Because if she gave some pushback and started getting evil, that was going to be easy to do that. But being as though she's not, you don't even know how to handle it, so you leave Yandy. And I can see she's scared. She's scared. She ain't ready to be by herself, so she's scared. And she feels abandoned. So I'm like, okay, now, again, she is 19. So what do you do with that? I mean, eventually you gotta go. But how do you tell your child that's scared and telling you basically like, I'm not ready. I'm not ready. What do you do? What do you do? And Yandy is sitting there torn between Mendeecees' orders and Infinity's needs. And she feels abandoned. You can't even debate it. She has abandonment issues. You know she does. So when she's vocalizing it, what do you do? So I'm interested to see how it goes. You know what I mean? And the producers were back there. You know, she said, I need a minute. They were trying to talk to her, saying they're really trying to help you. She's like, I ain't asking for no help. I'm asking for my mother. I ain't asking for no help on how to be on my own. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. What do you do with that? I don't even know. I can't even speak. I don't know. What do you do with that? Anyway, and then when the in the confessional, and they asked Mendeecees, so do you feel this is Yandy's mess to clean up? And that bastard said, absolutely. Just as unapologetic. Listen, I'm telling you, it could just be me. I could be wrong, but I am truly looking at Mendeecees like, really? Not a good look. Not a good look. Anyway, that's what they had going on down to the Atlanta. Y'all tell me how y'all feel about it down there in the comments. And yeah, Miami will be back on the 23rd. So 2 weeks and we'll be rolling with Miami. I'm here for it. Y'all know I love it, hip hop. Miami. Love it. So I'm here for that. All right, y'all. Catch y'all next week. Hit the comments.